So, you've been grinding away, learning your first lines of code, and you're probably wondering, am I actually ready to work on something real? Am I ready to land my first junior dev job? Or am I just another beginner who can make things work on my laptop? But everything falls apart the moment it hits production. Don't worry, I've been exactly where you are. Figuring out what makes a production-ready developer is the question every junior dev ends up asking. Let's face it, most tutorials are great at teaching you how to write code that runs. But writing code that works doesn't always mean it will work in production. Production is a different game. So, what's the difference? Here's how I break it down. 3 phases of the developer journey. First, the beginner phase. Here, you're taking orders from the keyboard, learning what a loop is, how variables work, probably following step-by-step guides. It's a lot of just do this and it works. Then, intermediate phase. Now you're curious. You start asking, the code works? Why? Зрение. Код не работает. Почему? You start exploring different options to solve the same problem. You tweak working code just to see what breaks. If you're here, congrats. You're not a beginner anymore. But the real leap? That's the production-ready phase. At this point, you don't just solve problems. You start asking, what's the best solution and why? You care about scalability, speed, security, and whether your code will still run when 1,000 users show up at once. You think about the bigger picture, the system, not just the script. Production-ready devs learn to use the same tools you'll find in real companies: Docker, Redis, NGINX, Kafka, the lot. You don't just write Python or React. You structure your projects, set up deployment pipelines, and start thinking like an engineer, not just a coder. So if you're tired of, it works on my laptop but not in production, or you want to understand production, including setting up cloud environments, then this channel is for you. Here's what you can expect. You will learn how to grow beyond writing code to building systems that are production ready. I dive into production rules, the principles behind stable, secure, scalable systems. You should expect real-world deployment guides and cloud services with AWS, Railway, Beanstalk, you name it. Hands-on tutorials with DevOps tools like Docker, Kafka, Redis, NGINX, Celery, and more. You'll learn how to mirror real production environments, solve classic deployment headaches, set up CI/CD, environment variables, cloud configs, and monitoring. I even break down real apps I've built, including custom packages for React, Flutter, and more. And if there's a specific issue you keep hitting, just ask. If it's about shipping to production, I'll make a video on it, free. This isn't a channel for beginners who just want to get things to run. This is for devs who want to ship. A bit about me, I'm James, final year software engineering student in Berlin, with prior software engineer bachelor at Simon Kuznets University, Kharkov, Ukraine. I started in 2017 knocking together WordPress sites, but quickly got obsessed with what goes on under the hood. Since then, I've shipped production software for startups and big brands, learning the hard way what works and what really, really doesn't. I've got a team behind me, so even if your stack is new to me, we've probably got you covered. If any of this sounds like your vibe, hit like, subscribe, and share with a devmate trying to level up. Welcome to the channel. Let's get you production ready.